We are Supply Chain.
We are Supply Chain.
We are Supply Chain.
Nosotros somos Supply Chain.
I am my Supply Chain Group.
I'm MSCG, and we're your Supply Chain Group.
Greetings and a warm welcome to the audience from the SAP and MSCG side. My name is Anand Yeri. I'm from MSCG. It is a boutique consulting firm and an SAP partner. We specialize in supply chain solutions for dairy, CPG, food product customers across the globe. With our deep background in dairy and food products, our solution delivery is practical to the customer needs, eliminating the misfit tool risk. Today's talk track, we are going to focus on the walkthrough on how we envisage the day in life flow, covering various functions like supply planning, distribution, production, and wrap that up with dashboarding facility. As we kick off this overview, we will plan to see the planner performing different supply chain functions for the Tex-Mex product, Tex-Mex cheese product for 8 weeks with 6, 12, and 24 weeks being the longer term. It is expected that the planner should have visibility to the entire supply chain, be it demand planning, supply planning, including production, capacity overview, co-product planning that might be required with due consideration of minimizing wastage due to expiration. We have modeled this video with a 2-plant model, cream production in plant 1 and cheese production in the other plant. We start off with showing you the dashboard here, which we expect the supply planners to look at first. It shows you how supply is reviewed against the demand forecasted. The supply planner should be able to understand where there is shortage, non-delivery situations exist. Now, the supply plan is tied with resource capacity usage at the factory. We all know that. In this, we have shown you the example of cheese line product. You see that the capacity usage is at its peak in few weeks, and in some others it is not. In few weeks that is at its peak, it is due to the system wanting to consume out the cream that is coming in from the other plant. You can see that the cream is coming, excess cream is coming in here. Excess cream is coming in here. That ties back the story to other co-products also, like lactoserum, permeate, whey, being made at one plant but being staged or moved to a different plant in order to avoid wastage, in order to take care of the expiration. Maturation is another example that we have modeled in the system that we want to show you on how it works. If you see, we have finished good Tex-Mex, cheddar cheese block, and American cheese block are the components. We have modeled the maturation for the cheddar cheese, but we have not for the American. What that means is the requirement for the cheddar cheese block is staged or staggered 3 weeks before in order to account for maturation, in order to let for it to mature, while the American cheese, it does not. What is the impact of the excess cream arriving in the system? The system utilizes the capacity, but additionally, you see that the impact is in terms of system making sliced cheese where there is no demand existing for it in the supply network that you see here. Now, why does it prioritize sliced cheese production? That is explained to you via this Excel UI planning tool. You have shredded Tex-Mex cheese and sliced cheese. You have production cost rate and inventory cost rate for Tex-Mex that is modeled at a higher cost than the sliced cheese. So the automatic decision for the system is to make sliced cheese more over shredded cheese. As the planning progresses, the planner would definitely want to review what is the proposed production plan against the demand quantity with a view of making any adjustments if required, so that any excess production can be gotten rid of to satisfy any other demand for any other product. So that is something that you see right here. This is an operational plan. You're talking 4 to 8 week window where the planner has to where the system and the planner have to consider maturation time, lead time, service levels, milk composition related updates, etc. Once this plan is formed, it is expected to be handed off to ePPDS for detailed scheduling. Projected inventory chart is sitting here that gives the planner an idea about how much projected inventory in the future he is going to be sitting upon, and thereby allowing him to make any adjustments that he would need to either the production numbers, the supply numbers that are coming in. We've modeled safety stock, which is an inseparable part. We've modeled safety stock here at the distribution center for the cheese product, and you can see here that we are expecting 2 weeks of coverage here. The orange bar gives you the performance of the target supply against the incoming customer demand. You see, because of existing inventory, the first week there is a higher coverage. As we progress in time, the customer demands consume out the incoming receipts and the inventory, so the projected coverage drops because the maturation time has to be factored in, the transit time from the DC has to be factored in, and then it picks back up as the supplies arrive to match the demand. As the planner progresses through the planning process and balancing the whole supply plan, he or she is in need of KPIs to review the performance that the system and the tool has given to him. A few measuring factors that we have listed today for you are the production versus plan, where the actuals are compared against the planned production. We've got a CPG customer fill rate dashboard pulled out for you to show how the fill rate is mapped. This is on the basis of customer orders being fulfilled only from stock from the warehouses. Apart from all this, we at MSCG have specialization in bringing in AI, using machine learning for predicting in the near term how much our production plan should be versus what was the production in the past for similar periods. That wraps up the demonstration in a very short time. Thank you for your attention.